AI noise canceling microphones have been a thing for a little while now, and with the rise of AI this and AI that, especially after CES recently, InnoGear decided to send me over a AI noise canceling microphone kit, including an arm and also another arm to check out for this video. AI noise canceling in microphones can be a pretty big deal because noise canceling specifically in a microphone that you don't have to run software out means that if it's compatible with consoles like PS4, PS5 and stuff like that, then it'll just work and you don't need software. Well, we're gonna check that out with this microphone today on a computer. InnoGear is a brand that I've known more for things like arms and other camera gear and equipment. I didn't really know them for microphones and getting into the content creator space with electronics like that. So when they reached out to send this, I was kind of excited. Also, AI noise canceling microphone videos in the past have actually done decently. So you know what? Let's give this one a shot. It's a budget-ish one. Depending on whether it's on sale or not, you're going to go from $36 to $60, and you're going to come with a different choice of arms. You can get low profiles, you can get standards, you can get like a higher quality one, a scissor boom arm one, stuff like that. Let's just see what's in the box as we go through that though. And we have the microphone itself right here, and plasticky, not like high quality metal, but like, again, right now, I just saw a variation of this kit with this microphone for $36 on Amazon. So, I don't know, temper your expectations. It's nice though, because it does have an integrated shock mount and it will light up RGB. I see that in the pictures and stuff. Capacitive touch to mute, monitoring headphone jack. You can use this as your sound card in your computer as well, send all your audio through it. It's USB Type-C. The RGB can be toggled, different colors off and on. And you have the gain knob here on the bottom to adjust. And I have some thoughts on that, and we'll get to that later. Let's continue to see what's in the box. USB Type-C cable, some wire management Velcro. What's over here? This is just a stand. Oh, this is the clamp for the desk, which is actually kind of a beefy stand. But one thing I like about these style of clamps is that you see this little part right here? This is for you to hang your headphones on, kind of like this. If it's mounted in the front of a desk next to it, you come under and you go like that, and there you go. So yeah, that actually kind of works. Let's see what's in the bottom layer here. We have a pop filter, so that's nice. It also comes, so it's shock mount and pop filter. That's the whole package right there, if you ask me, when it comes to like the basic accessories you need to, like, I don't know, max out a microphone, especially on the cheap side. And here is the arm itself. This is the low profile variant. So let's go ahead and set this up on the desk real quick. So the arm sets up very quickly and it moves pretty smoothly as well, which is nice. You have an upwards movement if you unlock it here, which there you go. And a bonus that I like about it is because it doesn't have springs, or at least not visible in its design. You don't really get the spring crinkling around sound that some microphone arms do, like the cheap scissor boom looking ones. One thing about this arm specifically though is because there's no adjustment on the base end of it, you can't actually make it go up like that. You can only make it go up from the middle point here. But let's unbox the other arm and see how that one looks. That's neat. They sent me two of the same arm. Thank you, InnoGear. We'll see what we end up doing with this one. But for the most part, yeah, this looks exactly the same. That's cool. Let's get to mounting it and testing the mic out. One thing I did want to mention is they do include the 3/8 to 5/8 adapter. So depending on whatever microphone configuration you have, you should be set as far as adapting it to mount it to the arm. So I've got the microphone installed and the whole thing moves around pretty smoothly, raises up and down and all that. For feeling a bit on the budget side, which this is a budget microphone kit, it does have that sort of, I guess, lightweight feeling some people associate with cheap. But again, this isn't an inexpensive microphone kit combo, so don't be too surprised about that. And now, you have full range of motion for the most part with this to get the configuration that you want in the low profile config. So if you have like a monitor right here, it would just swing under and then you can bring it up to your mouth. And the one little problem that I've noticed so far is that I can't quite get the microphone into the position that I want because of the screw. That could be the way that I screwed it in there. or not completely sure yet. But some people use their condenser microphone sideways like this, and that, well, it works out fine for that. The included Velcros will come in handy for routing your cable over the bar. This doesn't have integrated routing on it. Some of InnoGear's other arms do have that though. And for the most part, everything's pretty smooth with it. No sounds, no creakiness. All right, well, that's the arm and the installation. Let's throw it into my configuration down there and see how this microphone sounds. I need to ask you something. Are you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Because if you're not, hit that subscribe button and also follow over on Twitch. Links are right over here. All right, I'm out of here. I don't like it over there. Here we are at my setup with the InnoGear CM38 AI noise canceling microphone. And because it's a condenser microphone, it can pick up from, well, all over that, even from behind it, even though it's a cardioid microphone. Condensers just pick up a lot of noise, and I mean, that's the truth. I'm going to be rolling around. You can probably hear the wheels of my chair, me stomping around here, putting stuff down off to the side. And just an example of their distance. I mean, they have reach, but only because of their sensitivity. If I'm back here, you can still hear me pretty good. And if I even turn around and speak away from the microphone and I'm barely raising my voice, you can probably still hear me. And that's just how these microphones work. But where they shine is if you're up close in a treated room and you don't have too many other noises around you. And that's why condenser microphones are starting to get AI noise canceling features. And I've tested a few, and the AI noise canceling features have been less than stellar, somewhat functional, but not ideal. But, well, this is why I have this one here. I wanted to test out this is implementation of it and see how that does. Before that, I just wanted to talk about some other features of the mic. It has the zero latency monitoring jack on the side. You also have touch to mute. You can just touch it. And just like that, we are unmuted. It's capacitive, which is nice. It comes with the integrated shock mount, which is also going to be helpful for reducing noise into the microphone. And a feature that I can say that I'm not the biggest fan of, but it also just depends on who you are. You have gain control on the bottom right here. So gain control, and it doesn't change the volume of the microphone in Windows, so that's kind of useful. You can change it there and here. But like I have it cranked right now. This is maximum gain on this microphone. It'll come through a lot more the closer that I get. It gets a little bit louder, but I can just keep turning in and it gets quiet. You can't even hear me if it's all the way down. So let's get this back up to a good level. I like it right there. And well, there you go. But the thing is, it turns really easily. So if you grab the microphone and go to move it around, you're going to lose your position on it. You're going to want to mark it with a pen or a piece of tape or something like that and line it up with the light that's on the front. But for the most part, I think if it was a hard click style or just had a little bit more resistance, I think it might be better. For being as smooth turning as it is, while it's a nice feel, it's not good for keeping the same setting because preferably gain should be set and forget, if you ask me. If you have a fixed area and you're not constantly adjusting, constantly moving around or anything like that, you're not really going to touch the mic or your gain knob for example. So that's up to you if you like it. I'm not a huge fan, but I don't really touch my mic either. When I have a good spot for it, the most I do is move it out of the way like this. So it's actually not really that bothersome of a feature to have the knob on there for me. But for people that just grab their mics and are constantly adjusting it, you're going to bump it, you're going to change it. Just be aware of that. There's a capacitive button on the back as well to change the RGB colors. Let's see right there. And look at right now, it's on a color fade, which is kind of nice. But you can just keep touching the button and it'll change the color, go through different modes. I can't really see the button the way that I'm doing it, but let's see if I can find a fixed color that I could be happy with. I do have to say I like the look of the microphone. It's compact. It has that professional look. It does feel a little light. Build quality is a little on the lighter side. And it does come also with an integrated, attachable, detachable pop filter. That's a nice add-on. But you can probably tell from here, it is also USB Type-C, so that's nice. And it works as a sound card, so you can direct your audio to the microphone and use your headphones to monitor from there as well. Anyways, let's test the noise cancellation feature of this microphone. In order to do that, you actually just have to hold down on the capacitive mute until the front LED in the bottom turns green. And now it's green, and it has 100% changed the way that the audio sounds. But let me turn some stuff on. I'm going to make some noise as I move around. I got these cans I'm crushing, and I'm going to turn a fan on over here. All right, cool. I'm gonna go over here. I'm just putting my hands down on the desk, and then I'm gonna type a message, and then responding to chat, whatever, as I'm talking. There's that. And then the other test that I'd like to do when I'm testing noise canceling microphones is to just let it be and see if it picks up noise if we stop talking. I can tell you right now, watching the bars, as soon as I stopped talking, the meter went to 0. So this sounds like, while it may sort of mute noises that are just sort of ambient in the background, like a small fan, for example, noise like that. I think its strong suit is that you don't have to set up like a noise gate, for example, because it will just quiet itself to nothing with no white noise or no self noise in it. And then when you start talking, it picks you right back up. And that's nice and all. And you don't have to pay a ton for that feature. You can set that up in OBS and other stuff. But if you set it up in OBS, you won't be able to use that sort of functionality, for example, in Discord, voice chats, things like that. Here it's built into the microphone, so you do have an advantage. The microphone does advertise compatibility with computers, obviously, but also PS4, PS5, Mac. But unfortunately, it does say that it's not compatible with Xbox, so something else to be aware of. As I began the AI noise canceling test, I turned a fan on that cools my camera, the camera you're seeing me through, on to make sure that it doesn't overheat. And it doesn't seem like you're able to hear it looking at OBS in the bars, and I'll review this after the fact. I hit stop recording because I'm not monitoring right now. But in an earlier test recording, I could hear it when I didn't have the noise cancellation on. So for comparison's sake, let's turn the noise cancellation back off. And now it's off. And from what I heard before, that the sort of hum of that fan is being picked up. So it goes to tell you that like smaller things, fan noise, AC vents, things like that, may get handled by the AI noise cancellation, but the mic, being a condenser, is so sensitive that it can pick stuff up like that. This is a cardioid microphone. The pickup pattern is not should not be able to pick up stuff from behind it. That's a little bit off to the side over there instead of directly behind it this way. But like even if I'm talking off to the side of it, and we're talking about like noise rejection from the sides, it's still getting me pretty clearly if I'm all the way over. Like I'm completely perpendicular to the microphone, and I see the bars are up there still. So it just kind of goes to show you that's the thing with condensers, right? Now I'll turn that fan off so you hear how this sounds just straight up. Fan is now off, and for comparison's sake, I'll stop talking. You can see how this mic sounds with just no talking. Effectively, that looks like you may not hear anything, but I saw the bars bouncing at the -60 to -50 range, so it is still getting something, but that's actually pretty good if you ask me, because generally if it's down past -50 dB, you won't really be hearing it in the streams or anything like that, especially with games and other noises, playing music, stuff like that. As far as the audio quality of the mic out of the box, I think it sounds decent. And because this only costs between, like right now, I saw it on Amazon for $36 with a mic arm, but it can go anywhere between 36 and up to 58 to 59.99. Depending, it also depends on which arm. You can get it with a regular scissor arm, you can get it with a nicer arm, you can get it with a low profile arm, all within those price ranges. It's a budget microphone that comes with an arm, and you get some features that wouldn't be on just some other standalone microphones, or if you just end up buying an arm by itself. So as a package, it's not a bad deal. But the microphone, if you ask me, it just sounds okay. That's probably pretty good for most people. I'm a little pickier than that. But if you think it sounds good, which is the purpose of this test, for you guys to hear the microphone, for you guys to make up your own mind, then by all means, check it out. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss a single upload. Also, I stream to Twitch every Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/coalitionchris. So make sure you stop by, drop a follow, and let's talk tech, PC streaming, gear, hardware, CES, whatever. Anyways, that does it for me. Hopefully you guys like this microphone video. And if you want to see any other cool stuff from us, drop a comment down below and let's talk about it. PC builds, budget builds, stream hardware, all that. I'd like to check it all out. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.